All right. Another unboxing. You can see that I've gotten rid of my red tablecloth because it's being washed after the cats puked on it. And I looked a dozen times at my video for Skyrim unboxing and I saw that there and I was like, that's killing me. You're killing me. So it's being washed, and in between now and then we're going to unbox Trudvang Legends. But before we do, I want to tell you a little story. Tonight, being December 10th in 2022, I am going to Salt Lake and I get to see the heavy metal band, I believe they're from Sweden, called CMON. Oh, death metal band. Boy, do I love them. And they sing a Viking themed song. It's all Vikings. So I was thinking today, what game do I unbox or look at or talk about? Trudvang Legends is it. It's it. Now, I've already posted a video today, an opinion piece. It's kind of a new thing about Mythic Games and their announcement finally of what they're doing. And I kind of rant for 20 minutes trying to help that company out. We'll see if anyone's interested in that kind of thing. It's kind of like self-indulgent. It's on my part, just feeling frustrated with the company and wanting to help them. So I did it. So we'll see. Okay. So I'm a big fan of Vikings. Of course I am. Watched the Vikings show on the History Channel until it got too stupid, but just love Vikings. Blood Rage, great game. We have a game from the aforementioned Mythic Games, hopefully coming, called what? Hell. Oh, Hell looks great. Hell looks great. I hope that game is as good as it looks. There's a game out right now, or it just ended on Kickstarter, called Runar. I think it's from Ludus Magnus Studios. I gotta say, I did not back it, but I am going to play it when it comes out. 100%. So, before we start, any Viking games that you guys like, or Viking shows, or Viking books, share them with me. Viking heavy metal bands. Now, if you want to try a song of theirs, try the song Prediction of Warfare. It's this slow build up and it's just magical. CMON Amarth, A-M-O-N, Amarth is named after Mount Doom, and which isn't very Viking at all, but still pretty cool. Okay, so Trudvang Legends. So when I see a game like Trudvang Legends, which is a Viking themed game, I'm in. When I see a company like CMON, I'm in. Now, of course, this game had some serious trouble. And in fact, they split the wave. This is only the first wave. There's more coming. And so far, most people are not that excited about this game. They're not excited at all. I have decided, I've made a choice, a mindset kind of thing, if you will, a mindset thing, that my friends, am going to give this game a try, regardless if the whole world hates it. I just am going to give it a try. Maybe I like it. I like a lot of things out there in the world that other people don't like. So I'm going to give this a try. So we're going to do a little bit of an unboxing. We know it's had trouble. It was delayed. Let's look at the components together and we'll just talk a little bit. Okay? So come join me at the table. Well, we were already at the table, so, what are you going to do? All right, let's look. I got the plastic off. Let's take a look. All right, the first thing we see is a CMON free content. So I like that they do support their games that way with extra stuff on the internet. I think that's pretty cool. Okay, so we start with this. Pull you over here a little bit. To be honest, I don't know what it is. It said adventure sheets. So let's go find out. Let's open it together. Me and you. Have us a good time. Adventure sheets. Ruins of Vood. Skeletal Giants. So each one of these is different. They're numbered. It looks like C1 through C20. Okay, have no idea what those are. Now we have, oh my gosh, everybody's favorite part of every board game. What? Yeah, the punch outs. Oh, what is this? Oh, now this is interesting. Look at this. This has a sticky back. Oh, maybe you're supposed to do that. I tell you folks, I'm confused. So it's got this sticky back, right? And I don't think it's supposed to come off, and this doesn't slide out. So I'm guessing you take these things out, and then we'll put other things in there later on. Oh look, there's an A. There's a B. Okay, it's going to be something like that. Well, I'll tell you, if that's the case, I'm surprised that this back is so flimsy and just a piece of paper. You see that? Huh. Well, I just wonder if whoever created this wondered what we might think when we saw this, because right off the bat, I'm not impressed, and now it's stuck in there, and I'm thinking to myself, what if it gets stuck and broken? Interesting. Not a great crowd pleaser opening. Not a great crowd pleaser opening. Here are your, you know what we're talking about. We got them. We've got the die cut things. Let's see how easily they come out. Yeah, these are, you know, standard cardboard tokens. As a amateur game designer, I've been thinking of ways to eliminate as many tokens as possible. When I was a kid and I used to punch these out, that's my favorite part. Oh, now I hate it. It's just a pain in the ass. I hate having to keep track of them with trays and everything. So I'm not a real big fan. I'm not a big fan of punch outs. And when I design games, I'd like to get rid of as many as possible. Or if you do use them, you got to do them cool. You know, you got to like have metal coins and cool shapes. The age of the flat cardboard punch out, it's over. I want cool leaves. I want watery blocks. I want fiery. I want these to burn me. I want blocks that burn me. They're so hot. Wind, you know what I'm saying? I'm joking about burning, obviously. Okay, let's take a look at the board. All right, there were two boards. Okay, this says stories and phases, and it's got some kind of something on it, so I think you can slide. Can you see these? So I think you're going to be able to slide something down into that. So stories and phases. It lays fairly flat. If you know me, I've been complaining lately about a lot of board games coming. It's not perfect though. Okay, shove that aside disdainfully, right? Let's look at this. All right, this is our big main board game. That art style reminds me of what's it called? Blood Rage. Okay, so immediately I can tell you, no, it doesn't really lay flat. It probably will. It's not one of the worst things I've ever seen, but it's not perfect either. There are also pockets here, right? So interesting what those are for. They look like they'll slide in. Got the dark woods. Give you some close-ups. So it's a good thick board. Hopefully it'll completely lay flat later. I think it's going to. I think it's fairly good construction. Okay, let's move on. And we're back, and we have some stuff. Okay, here we go. This looks like a scoreboard of some sort. It's taped shut, like someone actually taped this with a, Yeah, it looked like someone hand taped this. We are back. Got a little interrupted there. My wife did a drive-by visit and said hello. So we got these little boards. They're pretty thin. This, I could say I'm not too impressed with. Not sure what they're for. Maybe scoreboards. Each character gets a scoreboard. Maybe. Little thin. There we go. Let's take a look at the rule book together. Okay. CMON usually does a really good job. Got our table of contents, the legends of Trudvang, some free digital content. I'm all over that. Get your components, These look really good. I'm very much looking forward to the miniatures. Yeah, you got your map board, your adventure board. These are called hero dashboards, those things we just looked at, hero cards. Look at these miniatures, they look great. Okay, basic concepts. You got your setup, game overview, basic rules. So it looks a little bit thicker and meatier than something like Blood Rage. Certainly way more than X-Men, United, and what's the other CMON game we just got? Oh, you know, the Zombicide Undead or Alive I thought was pretty thick. They had it was a thicker rule book, but this is quite a bit thicker. Look at this. Playing the game, choices, game phases, travel phase. This just totally looks fun. This to me, it's the great setting. It just looks fun. I'm excited. I may come back and tell you, well, it didn't live up to it, or I'll be the one person in the wilderness going, cry ye in the wilderness, Trudvang Legends is amazing. And then there's a campaign. Okay, let's look on. We have the big book of sagas. This just looks fun. Hopefully they got good writers. Hopefully it's a good song. You know, it's a good story. Hopefully the mechanics support it. Again, there were a lot of troubles with it. Adventure maps. This makes me think of D&D. This is straight out of Dungeons and Dragons. Old modules maybe from 2nd edition, or maybe newer ones. Look at this book of sagas. Woo! That's fun. Does anyone know if there is a fortune teller audio support for this game? I don't know. Okay, we got yourself some cards. Let's pause and open those so we can take a look at what they look like. All right, so they don't seem to have normal playing card size, you know, the small ones or the big ones. They have these square ones, which are the ones that are obviously going to flip into those, slide into those pieces in the board game. So quite a bit of stories. They're numbered. The cards seem nice. I think I told you already that in a previous video that I like Awakened Realms style. There's something about their gloss finishes that I like, but these are good. These look great. Story. So these are pretty cool. Just good, solid components. I looked at these cards down here, and they're the same side, but these are your events, enemy attacks, feats, starting locations, all sorts of things like that. So I'm not going to open the rest of them at the moment. And here we have some bags. Every character is going to get a bag, and the famous CMON colored bottoms for the miniatures. Miniatures? Did anybody say miniatures? Miniatures. Oh, cool, mini or not, they make some good miniatures, don't they? I love the miniatures, and I particularly love this style for this game. But let's see, let's look together. Okay, the first one that slides out is, oh, what are these? Normally I would say brown are the characters, but obviously there's not the exact same character in each one. Let's look at this together closer. Okay, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8 of those, but these are maybe, let's look at these. These are probably the characters. Short little guy. Well, she will not come into focus. I wonder what's up there. That's just a fun looking miniature. I mean, I immediately want to paint her. Short little guy. Let's see this tall maiden here. Yeah, I think these are the characters. They look awesome. Now you note that they do not have textured bases, so that's too bad. I do like the nice textured bases. I will say something, and I've said it again, you've heard me. I am loving Oathsworn, and one of the reasons I'm loving Oathsworn is that the miniatures are all huge. This is actually kind of hard for me to paint, especially when it's that blurry. Okay, So I'm loving Oathsworn. I'm hoping more companies come out and do bigger style games. Oathsworn's bigger miniatures, bigger characters. Oh, they're funner to paint. They look cool. They're so well done. I'm not complaining here because this is the normal style. I've been painting these since I was a little kid. Metal ones. Remember the pewter ones or the lead ones? They got me some good, healthy lead poisoning back in the day. Okay, here are the monsters. Now remember, there's a whole bunch of expansions for this, some of which I've gotten. But not till Wave 2. And right now I don't have any news on when Wave 2 is coming. Let's take a look at some of these big monsters though. That guy is flat out awesome. Look at the detail on this guy's face. It's so expressive. So, what was I just doing? I was complaining. I want bigger miniatures. Boom, I got them. These are the monsters. So well done. Love these. And then we have little ships. Reminds me a little of Blood Rage. And then a whole bunch of monsters, the smaller ones. Those are really coming through on the camera really well. Okay, so there we go. Trudvang, I don't know how to pronounce it. Trudvang Legends from CMON, a game by, I think Eric M. Lang actually had a little bit to do with this. Nope. Legends game by Jordi Aiden, Umberto Pignatelli, Francesco Nefatello, and Marco Maggi. I apologize for butchering your names in pronunciation. Anyways, that's it. Trudvang Legends. Unboxing looks great. There's a little bit of flimsiness over there, but hey, it's a board game. Come on. These aren't, like collector's editions that are going into a museum. I was just picking up the other day. It's right over there, but it'd be too far for me to grab. You know what? It isn't. I'm back. What was I going to show you? My Blood Rage box. Why am I going to show it to you? Look. It's beat up. These are games. They're meant to be played, right? Look at the inside. I don't know why I have a plastic insert. Just sitting there. Just get rid of the inserts and throw the games in there. This is the old day when I did this weird painting thing where I did black and a light gray and a light white on top. So anyways, thanks for watching the video. Let me hear from you if you like Trudvang Legends or Blood Rage for that matter. And until next time, this has been Jason, the Game Warrior. I'll see you later.